Hi, this is Dennis with Second Chance Tackle, and this is a customer request or a video viewer request asking how do you set the anti-reverse dog on a Penn reel. And the first thing is to note is there's two different types of anti-reverse dogs. There's a dog that has a flat spring assembly, which has a flat top and a metal flat spring. And then there's the one that has, the more common one these days, is a slotted anti-reverse dog and a coil spring. So I'll show you how to do both. I'm going to try and do this up close so that you can notice the techniques. The technique is the same for the two. The difference is in the side plate and how you set the spring on that dog. So these reels haven't been repaired. They're just from surplus stock, but the customer asked the question, how do you do that? Or the viewer asked the question, how do you do that? So we start by putting the fully threaded screw in the bottom corner. If you're looking at it, it's the right side corner. If you're looking at it from the outside, it's the left side corner. You take the bridge assembly and you insert it into the spool gear, and you turn the bridge assembly about a half 180 degrees to the final position. Take the flat topped anti-reverse dog, put it behind the bridge assembly so that it connects with the teeth of the main gear, and then you take that flat spring and you lay it on the top of the dog. You wrap it around the post in the side plate and you seat it against the back wall so it looks like this when it's completed. You have the part of the spring laying on the top of the dog, you have the post, you wrapped it around the post, and you're sitting it on the side plate, and hopefully that's close enough there in terms of a close-up of this. And once you do that, you rotate the bridge plate the rest of the way. Kind of tough doing this, trying to do it as a close-up. You seat the screw in there. You tighten that screw a couple of turns just to seat it, and then you put the rest of the bridge screws in before tightening the whole assembly down. So that's two, here's three. The top screws are the ones that do not have the full threading. The bottom screws are the ones that do have the full threading. And that's because there's springs riding behind there, and the springs need the smooth surface in order to not snag against those fully threaded ones. Okay, well, once we do that, I'm not going to put the handle on and everything, but now we have an anti-reverse that's stopping the piece. The second more common one is the one with the small spring and the notch assembly. We do the same thing. We grab a fully threaded screw. We put that in the bottom. Again, it's the right-hand corner. If it's the your view, it's the left-hand corner if you're looking at it from the outside of the reel. Take the bridge assembly again, put it in and seat it against the spool gear. Turn it about 180 degrees. Place the dog behind the bridge plate on top of the main gear so that it seats like that, and then you place the spring inside the groove to the between the side plate and the dog, and you just have to be careful. It is a spring, so it can shoot. I always have trouble with small parts. Many of you know that. Okay, and then you work it in. I think we got it this time. Not yet. Okay. So you can press it in and make sure it gets seated against the side plate. And then once it's seated, it took a little while, but let's get the close-up of that as well. You'll see that there's the spring sitting on top of the dog inside the side plate, and then you complete the rotation by rotating the bridge, getting the screw attached inside the seat, taking a couple of turns on that one, and then again working your way around to the top and you would continue with seating all of the other springs before the assembly is attached and tightened down. Okay. There we go. Okay. And then you just work it, and in this case you can hear the click. It's an audible click that's stopping the assembly from turning. So I hope that's helpful by request. If you have any other questions, please ask, and we'll try to do our best to get answers to you. Thanks again. This is Dennis with Second Chance Tackle.